Before I start this video, I just want to ask you to subscribe to my channel. It literally takes you 1 nanosecond, and if you regret that decision for some reason, you can simply unsubscribe. Thank you. Geometry Dash is a very good game. In fact, I think it is perfect. But it cannot be perfect for everyone. So this is why I have come up with a few ideas which could make Geometry Dash way better. But remember, these are very small ideas that could be easily programmed in a relatively short time. Am I expecting them to be in the game? Only a few of them. I have decided to make a video about improving Geometry Dash because my main goal is to make this game and the community a bit better, and I want to have a positive influence on the game. I think it is very important to talk about these. If you agree with the list, please share it with your homies. And also, if you have other ideas that would make Geometry Dash better, please don't hesitate sharing them with me after the video. Your idea might be in the next part. Enjoy the video. On the first spot we have another demon difficulty. You might be asking why I want this to be added, but let me tell you. Isn't it hilarious that Tartarus and Deception Dive are on the same difficulty? Their difficulties are as different as an easy level and a harder level. The new difficulty could be called Silent Demon or something similar to that, and top 50 demons could have that difficulty, for example. Would it be cool? I think so. Have you ever tried disabling your trail in Geometry Dash? It is a bit hard and it takes time. Apparently you have to go to the game files and you have to modify it, so you can disable the trail. But I think it could be an in-game option with which players could disable trail or even particles with only one click. It would make it easier for mobile players and computer players too. The coolest feature I could think of is one of the most simple on the list. We all know there are profiles in Geometry Dash and we can add 3 things: Twitch, YouTube and Twitter. But what if we could add a Discord server there? So it would be very useful to share our Discord servers there. Speaking about Discord, I would really appreciate if you joined my Discord server. We can talk there anytime. I would be the happiest person if you could archive posts on your profile. Simply because my oldest post is Hungarian and I don't want to delete it, but I don't want it to be there. The next useful change I could think of is that the comment character limit on their levels could be increased to, for example, twice as long, because it's not enough to give a proper feedback about levels. And because of that, if you want to give a proper feedback, you have to send 2 comments at least. But if you do that, there is a 15-second cooldown. And during the cooldown, you cannot write another comment. So adding the ability to write another comment during the cooldown would be amazing. Remember when I talked about archiving posts? Imagine being able to do the same with levels. You could private cringy levels you made as a 9-year-old. We all know that Geometry Dash has 4 versions. If we don't count Geometry Dash Lite, then there's the normal Geometry Dash Meltdown, Geometry Dash World and Geometry Dash Sub-Zero. These games could be at the More Games button. Right now there is nothing there and it's one of the most useless buttons in Geometry Dash. Have you ever tried searching for the most disliked level? Well, you'll have a hard time. Because when you search for the most liked levels, you cannot go to the last page. It's not that simple. There is a limit at how far you can go back. If you really want to see the most disliked level, you have to go back one by one. The most disliked filter would be the solution for this. It's a very easily programmable feature. We have all seen different bugs in games. Geometry Dash is not an exception. The game has some smaller bugs that can be easily ignored. But there is a very bad bug that happened to me. When I was trying to open the gatekeeper cage, my game crashed. Then I went back and it was closed. It is most likely impossible to open at this point. So the demon gauntlet is locked for me, and I can probably never get that icon. Do you have the same bug? Please tell me in the comments. We are similar, we are probably both lazy, so we use copy-paste. When copy-pasting something from others' levels to your level, you would probably use custom object, but the limit for the custom object is 100 object. Why? What is the reason for it? RobTop could increase that limit to like 200 or 500 or even 1000. It should be done. There are a few search filters in the game, like most downloaded, most liked, recent, magic, but there are way more if you go to the top right corner, as you might know. For some reason I think there's still not enough filters. Let me tell you a few suggestions that I would add. You could search for levels that you have a certain percent on. I will talk a bit more about this later. You could search for levels that have no coins. And you could also search for levels that have no dual parts in them, in case you're bad at dual and you don't want to suffer. These are some random examples. There are way more and way better examples that could be there. So at the percentage filter, you could set minimum and a maximum. In case you would want to search for levels that you have at least 90% on, then you could simply do that. But you can do this with any percent. Okay, listen, this is a very simple one. When you search for demons, why the hell can you search for only one demon difficulty at a time? For real, why is it not a possibility that you could search for easy and medium demons at the same time? I think this would be a very simple addition, but it would make things a bit easier for many people. I have planned talking about the addition of custom outline color, but while editing I saw that RobTop is already doing something about it. Is RobTop listening to my thoughts? Remember when I talked about Discord on the player's profile? The official Geometry Dash Discord server could be added to the menu screen. This would be very useful on building a bigger community for Geometry Dash. It would take a bit of time to grow that server to 100,000 members, but by adding the Discord button there, it would accelerate the growth by a lot. The Geometry Dash How to Play section doesn't actually help players. The only thing you can find is that how you can jump and how you can fly. Oh, and the fact that there is a practice mode. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, you can also see how the yellow orb works. And that's it. Why are there no more instructions? Why are there no details about secret coins, vaults, gauntlets, map packs, and a lot of different things that you can find in this game? This game is not about jumping and flying only. By the way, why the hell are we able to search for the most downloaded and most liked levels for every difficulty but not for NA? It doesn't make sense to me that you cannot do it. It would be kinda useless, but still, why cannot we do that? NA is a difficulty just like the other ones. And the last thing on the list is probably an exception, because it is hard to program. This is an autosave option. I'm sure everyone has lost their save datas at least once in their lives. Cause I have. I've lost it twice. An autosave option would be helpful. For example, it would say whenever you log out. Or every time you beat a level, every time you unlock something. It would be changeable. This is all I got for today. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, don't forget to share your stories with me. Have you ever lost your save data? Or can you tell me good ideas that would make Geometry Dash better? I cannot wait to read your comments. Thank you so much for watching again. Smash like if you agree with the list. See you in the next video. Bye.